Good morning and welcome to Jai-Alai H2H. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm joined as always by Andrew Bleckman. This morning and every Monday and Tuesday morning until mid-April, we will combine two very unlikely terms, breakfast or perhaps brunch, for me definitely breakfast, and Jai-Alai. What you will see today are 6 matches pitting players of similar ability against each other in a 2 out of 3 set match, with each set won by the first player to win 6 points. Each match will be a test of speed, strategy, and stamina. Jai-Alai H2H allows players to compete in a format unique to Jai-Alai but based directly along the same lines as a 2 out of 3 set tennis match. Those of you watching for the first time, you will see the ball traveling at speeds upwards of 125 miles an hour, bouncing off multiple walls in a glass enclosed structure called a fronton. Welcome to a sport of unparalleled excitement. Welcome to Jai-Alai H2H. Andrew, good morning.
Good morning, Stu. We should be in store for a great matchup here to begin, starting at 10 a.m. sharp. Debut match of this head-to-head Jai-Alai here. And we're starting it off with a great one here. 2 guys that came to the Magic City program in 2018. First match of the day. This match is between number 23, Ikeda, and number 12, Ron. Now, number 23, Ikeda, came to the Magic City program just 2 years ago, and he's proved to be one of the toughest competitors on our roster since he came here. In his first full season, he amassed an outstanding 85 singles victories. He's got a lot to prove here in 2021, and he's got a good opportunity against his good friend, number 12, Ron. Ron, the former professional, hailing from the Philippines. He's had a plethora of experience here, over 15 years of Jai-Alai experience, came to the Magic City program with Ikeda just 2 years ago. He's developed a couple patented shots here. He's got that reverse 2-wall that's a great one, and excited to see what he can do in this head-to-head format. Stu?
Let's say we get things started.
Let's get it going.
This will be Ron serving to Ikeda. Ron serves. We begin. Fine catch made by Ron. He goes deep. At Rebote, the rebound play coming off the back walls, miss right there at the side wall. First point of the first Jai-Alai H2H goes to Ron. That's a first serve by Ron. Excellent catch, almost made. Ball went in and out of the cesta back here with Ikeda. That gives Ron his second point. For those of you tuned in for the first time to Jai-Alai, got to get that serve between the 4 and 7 line, which Ron's been doing just fine.
And the beauty of having those 2 serves, too, you can put a little bit behind that first one, get it a little deeper in the box. 2 quick points for Ron.
That's a backhand by Ikeda. Rebote, again, the rebound play coming off the back wall. Ikeda, backhand, catch by Ron. Ikeda goes deep. Flirted with that overhead screen, clipped the overhead screen. That is out of play and loss of point. That'll give a Ron 1 more point. And we heard a little whistle there, and everybody looked around to see what was going on. And of course, we were waiting for Ikeda to fix the cesta to his hand. Nice forehand throw by Ikeda. Ron spinning around the ball. Ikeda from the 7 line. Hard throw. Catch by Ron. Outside placement by Ron. Stopped on the forehand of Ikeda. That's a 2-all by Ikeda. Ron got to it.
Pickup.
A little tied up in the screen. However, he got it off in time. No holding there. Excellent effort by both Ikeda and Ron. Ron gets the point. That gives Ron 3 points.
And it's got to be tough for Ikeda.
4 points
there.
rather.
Throws a really, really good carom. Ron just gets it before it hits that side, ending in a 4-0 deficit. He sees himself here. Good thing he's got those 2 out of 3 sets, though. Good with these head-to-head rules.
Catch by Ron at the 10 line. That is a long 2-wall attempt. It's got to go from the side wall to the front wall, hit the floor in bounds, go to the outside. That unfortunately caught the top of that pad, right there where it says Magic City there at the bottom. That is out of play, loss of point. Ikeda will pick up the serve. Gives Ikeda his first point. It is 1-4. Ron from the backhand. That is a long 2-wall that will score. Tricky little shot there, but it worked. Point for Ron. That gives a Ron 5 points. Forehand by Ikeda to the inside. Ron's there. Ron goes deep. The rebote, the rebound play coming out. Forehand, rebote by Ikeda. Catch by Ikeda. Strong forehand throw by Ron. Ikeda, forehand rebote.
And you see Ikeda here. Looks like he's trying to get into more of a rhythm, just catching and throwing with Ron, trying to get a bit of a rally here. Knows he's in a deficit.
Ron going back for the outside placement. That opens up. And when I say opens up, that means that it went to the outside and scored for the first set to go to Ron. Now we'll give him about a minute to warm up, shake off whatever they may have to shake off from that last point. As we go to the second set, once again, this is the best. How do you pronounce it? Sets. It's best 2 sets.
Yes, best 2 out of 3 sets.
Best 2 out of
here.
3 sets, right? That's the way it works?
Up to 6 points. Yeah, think of it like tennis there.
Well, we invented it, so you would think I would know it.
Well, you would think, but tennis there, you got 3 out of 5 matches or best 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 here is what we're doing, up to 6 points. And so Ron pretty dominant in that first showing there. And the last time really saw Ikeda on this court in this sort of format, he dominated Douglas. So the way that Ron sort of dominated him in that first game. See if he comes back here. Tried to rally in that last point, just catching and throwing, get into more of a rhythm. So like what he did there, just a couple great shots by Ron, a really good, consistent play from him. But conditioning's a factor, and we see that Ron, that's something that he struggled with in his time here at Magic City. You see him already huffing and puffing a little bit here. We got this optimal view right in front of me right now. So see if Ikeda can get it back here as we go into set number 2.
Set number 2 begins with Ikeda taking the serve. That serve's got to land between the 4 and 7 line. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Ron on the backhand to the inside. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Ron's there. Ron on the right side. That is a carom using the side wall to get the ball to the outside. That 2-wall attempt. This one stopped by Ron. 3-wall play.
That's great positioning.
That's an excellent rebote there by Ikeda. Ron winds up, puts it inside, scooped up by Ikeda on the backhand. Looked like he was throwing a 2-wall. He didn't. He put it back inside, but it scored. Point goes to Ron. So Ron gets the first point of the second set. Forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Ron. There's a rebote forehand by Ikeda. Ron's there. There's another 2-all that will score. Point for Ron.
Oh, we talked about that in the intro there. Patting that reverse 2-wall shot. He's thrown it 2 times now. Both perfectly in to win.
I believe that new rulings only allow us to call that a 2-all.
It's a 2-all.
It is a 2-all. What makes
Simple
it a
as that.
2-all? Hits 2 walls. That's what makes it a 2-all. Ikeda on the backhand. Goes deep. Beautiful rebote throw to the inside. That is a great effort by Ikeda to try to get that ball up to the front wall. It hit the overhead screen. That is out of play. In this second set, Ron now has 3 points and will serve to Ikeda once again. If you win the point, you maintain the serve. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, here you do have 2 serves. I was told to think Jai-Alai got together with tennis and had a baby, and that's Jai-Alai H2H. That's what I was told. I could be wrong, but
Going pretty well.
so far. Ron's got the serve. It's an excellent serve by Ron. Nice and deep. Ron for the rebote. It's a 2-all. Caught by Ikeda. Ikeda, hard throw. Ron, good positioning. Not going to try to throw that. That gets a little dangerous trying to throw that from the forehand back there. Ikeda gets the point. First point in this second set for Ikeda. He serves to Ron, who has 3 in this 6-point set.
Yeah, and that first point there for Ikeda in this second set. Need the momentum to shift here quickly. You get to a third set with Ron. We talked about that conditioning. He's got a shot here, but needs a couple points, string a couple good points together and get him back into this game.
Backhand by Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Ron. Ikeda at the 8 line. Hard throw. Ball tipped by Ron. Got to catch it in that cesta. In order to make that throw, that ball's tipped. That's out of play. Loss of point for Ron. That gives Ikeda his second point in this second set. He serves to Ron, who has 3. Backhand by Ron. Catch by Ikeda. Ron, nice pickup on the left side. That's a rebote. Forehand miss by Ikeda. Loss of point. Ron gets it. That gives Ron 4 points. In this 6-point set, Ikeda has 2. He receives.
Man, this is a huge point right here. Ron with control of the serve up 2. One more is going to give him possible game point. That's a tough position for Ikeda. He can break it here, gets himself within 1. A powerful serve as you'd expect, but Ikeda handles it nicely.
Low and hard by Ron. Very nice. Forehand rebote's up. Took a funny bounce off the front wall. That's a beautiful scoop by Ikeda. Ron winds up. There's a 2-all. Ikeda read it, stopped it, returns it hard. Ron looking for a difficult rebote, throws it right over Ikeda's head. Catch by a Ron. There's another 2-all.
Oh,
and that one land out. That's that's the problem with the 2-all. You got to make sure that it lands in the lines, and Ron's usually good at that. He blew that one. Ikeda serves. There's the backhand by Ron. Beautiful forehand rebote by Ikeda. Ron perfectly placing that ball low to the inside and scoring. Well thrown and scoring. That gives a Ron 5 points and possible match point here for Ron. Ikeda receives. Ron going with the low, hard serve. Ikeda's there. Ikeda breaks out a 2-all off the serve. Well thrown. Hard throw by Ron. Beautiful catch by Ikeda. He goes deep from the left side. Rebote forehand by Ron. Catch by Ikeda. Low and hard to the inside. Ron's there. Catch by Ikeda. He goes deep. Rebote forehand by Ron. Catch by Ikeda. Ron from the 8 line. There's a 2-wall. That is stopped by Ikeda and a beautiful catch.
Oh,
he returns a carom that is like slicing cheese at a counter. You know, like when you go up and you ask to have.
Deli? Yeah.
Is this thin enough for you? That was thin enough to score. Beautifully thrown by Ikeda.
And keeps himself in this game. Most importantly, there, a beautiful shot.
Still possible. Match point for Ikeda. Ikeda makes the catch. There's the backhand. Nice and hard. Ron on the run. He's at the 5 line. Outside placement
what a way
of
to
the
end
forehand. Rebote will score for the win. A beautiful kill shot in this first ever Jai-Alai H2H match. First match goes to Ron. Well played.
Ron didn't let it go to 3 sets there. I believe that was 6-1 to 6-4. Pretty dominant victory for Ron. Guy that we hadn't seen a lot of in sort of one-on-one formats here, and didn't have a chance to play in the national tournament, but came out against Ikeda and proved why he's one of the top guys here at Magic City, and 1-0 in his head-to-head career. Good for Ron.
Ron got off to a great start. Ikeda got off to a little bit of a slow start there. Got progressively better as the set and the match went on. But he didn't really hit a confidence until he got way too far into it. Was already too far down and wasn't able to bring it to a third set.
Yeah. And you also got to give Ron credit there. Played very, very well.
And if folks are watching for the first time, I mean, following it's pretty easy. I mean, the thing that you want to do is, obviously, the ball is always thrown forward. So the direction that the players are faced, that's forward. Ball's always thrown forward. And after they throw it, it can touch the floor 1 time. They can catch it in the air, but it can only touch the floor once. When it comes off the back wall, you'll hear me saying that over and over and over again. Rebote. Rebote just means rebound. So when it passes the players and it hits the back wall and it's coming out, that's a rebote. And so if it's a rebote forehand that the player returns, I'll say it's a rebote forehand. If it's on the left side, I'll say it's a rebote backhand. Pretty easy to follow along. And that serve, that so important serve, you do get 2 of them in H2H.
Well, we didn't have to see that with these guys there.
That's got to land between the 4 and 7 line. If it falls short of the 4, it's an underserve. If it goes past the 7, it's an overserve. And we have our next players, don't we? And we're going to wait just a moment while we get everything set up in order to keep score, be able to talk intelligibly about it.
And Stu, we are ready to go. This match is between number 35 spinner and number 16 Julian spinner, a veteran player making his move from Dania Jai-Alai to join the Magic City roster in 2021, brings many years of big court experience and must adapt to this smaller and faster court. We'll see how he does. He's going up against Julian. Julian comes from a Jai-Alai family rooted in the Basque origins of the sport. He's also new to Magic City roster after playing at Miami Jai-Alai. He too must adjust to this small court. We'll see how both of these guys do in their debut in head-to-head. Stu?
So we got 2 guys adjusting to a small court. By smaller court, we're talking about a little bit of a smaller court, 50-foot difference between the back wall on some of those other courts that they played on and this one.
And percentage-wise, if we break it down, numbers guy here, it's a pretty big chunk of percentage there, probably over...
You're not going to make me do that math in the morning.
I'm not even going to do that math in the morning.
Let's get Spinner to serve to Julian, shall we? Spinner serves, this match begins. Ball tipped. First point goes to Julian. Here's Spinner on the backhand. Nice and hard to the inside. Rebote forehand by Julian. Catch by Spinner. Spinner goes deep. This ball's coming out to the 7 line. A little too high, that hit. The rail just above the front wall, that is out of play. Spinner gets the point. All tied up at 1-1 in this first set between Spinner and Julin.
And you're already seeing some of that. These guys used to the big court there. That Rebote got a little bit away from him into the top of that screen. And speaking of getting away from him, looks like the ball's trying to.
Look at that.
As we got that beautiful.
No extra charge for this, folks, by the way.
No.
Nope.
That new camera?
Nope. You get to watch the players jump up and try to retrieve a ball from on top of the cage. Spinner serves. Well thrown ball by Julin will score. He has 2 points in this first set. Here's his first serve. Hard serve by Julin. That's a good catch by Spinner. Julin, nice pick from the side wall. One-handed grab. A little fancy, but he held on to it. That's the Rebote left side by Julin. You don't want that to touch the side wall. It did. No harm, no foul, but he makes up for it with a beautiful scoop. Ball tipped by Spinner. Point goes to Julin. Julin now with 3 points in this first set. He serves. Another hard serve by Julin and a good catch by Spinner. Julin looking for the Rebote. When it's coming in that low, a little bit difficult to get enough play on it to make the rebound, to make the Rebote. Spinner gets the point. He's up on the board with his first point in this first set.
And that's something that's going to come with time on this court. As Julin gets more adjusted to it, learns the bounce of the Rebote. I mean, some of these guys have been playing here 3-4 years. Julin, probably about 3 weeks. So, give him some time to adjust there, and he'll be just fine. Still up 1, though, on Spinner.
Spinner taking advantage of the 2-serve rule, powering that first serve in. He got it in. Then goes and makes a difficult catch there at the side wall. Spinner from the 7 line with a drop ball. Point for Julin. There in the pink shirt. Julin with 4 points, serving to Spinner. Hard first serve. Big backhand by Spinner. Rebote left side. Catch by Spinner. Spinner had it, dropped it. Point goes to Julin. That will take Julin to possible set point here with 5 points. Spinner receives. That's an overserve. That's a first serve. 2 serves here in H2H. Second serve must land between the 4 and 7. Double fault. Overserve. Point for Spinner. Spinner takes the serve. Spinner now has 3 points. It is still possible first set for Julin, who receives in the pink shirt.
And that could just be the break that Spinner needed here. Julin probably, reeling a little bit. 2 serves over there. See if Spinner can get one back, make this a game.
It's a low, hard throw by Julin.
Oh,
that is a sidearm
beautiful.
2-all that scores. Well thrown. Got Julin. Point for Spinner there in the black shirt.
I think that's a great idea by Spinner there. Down a couple, go for that kill shot. If you lose it, you still have a fresh set coming up next. But that one worked out. Brought himself a little closer. See if he can do this.
Spinner serving with 4 points to Julin's 5. Still possible first set here for Julin. Great catch by Julian. Low hard backhand caught in the air by a spinner. That ball was right on the side wall all the way, making for a particularly difficult throw. Got to be some room in order to get that ball into the cesta. It's all tied up at 5 apiece. This is set point for the first of the 2 sets, or possible 3 sets.
So you don't need to talk about the magnitude of this point here. You go up 1 set, have 1 in hand. Huge for your confidence through the rest of this match here. Spinner taking his time, making sure he gets his serve. And a good one again.
Excellent catch. A bye. Julian, hard throw. Here's Spinner. Spinner goes deep. Rebote left side by Julian. It is a 2-all. Big bounce brought down by Spinner. Hard throw by Spinner. Julian, what a save by Julian. Spinner midcourt. Low and hard. Scoop by Julian. Low runner to the inside. Tipped.
Wow. Point
and a well-played first set. Won by Julian.
What a way to win that first set there. Great point in Julian there. There were a couple of times makes it kind of a flying rebote save there off a powerful forehand from Spinner. And then how about that scoop? We could see here he got this angle on the inside. Took kind of a wonky bounce. Got him a little more inside than he was hoping, but good adjustment there. Brought it in and got the win. So good advantage for Julian, up 1-0. Headed into number 2.
Traditionally, you want to try to catch the ball in the air. We always explain that to players in training. You want them to catch the ball in the air. As soon as it touches, and the reason for that is as soon as it touches a second surface, it changes the spin just slightly, setting up a more difficult catch. So try to catch the ball in the air when you can. If it's going to pass you, it's going to go to that rebote. It's going to be a difficult rebote. Go ahead and make that scoop, but scoop, not a high percentage catch.
Looks good.
Very fancy, which is, some of our players here have only been playing a couple years. They like the fancy stuff. Fancy stuff doesn't always pay off, and that's something we want to try to avoid when we can. But, hey, it's on them. I was
going to say, certainly in this type of format where points are at a premium here, you only got a few opportunities or else moving on to the next set or moving on to the next match here. So Julian up 1-0, going up again here to 6 points in set number 2. If Spinner gets it, we'll go to a third one. If Julian wins, he will take his first head-to-head match.
Let's begin our second set with Spinner serving. Julian from the left side. Backhand by Spinner. Rebote. Spinner, nice catch. Julian ducks out of the way nicely. Here's the backhand by Julian. Rebote forehand by Spinner. Caught in the air by Julian. Spinner winding up. There's a 2-all. Stopped on the forehand of Julian. Hard throw by Julian. No stopping that one. That one was coming in at least 125 miles an hour we talk about. Hard throw by Julian to score. He gets the first point of the second set. Spinner receives.
Something I've been impressed with Julian early is his power. A guy looks kind of skinny, looks like you don't think he can, kind of power it in there, but a couple of these forehands here and from the left side as well. It's really good stuff we've seen.
And we're experiencing our first slight technical difficulty with assigning that point. And so we're going to take just a moment here. We do, of course, appreciate your patience. That's what happens when you start something entirely new. You want to work out all of those bugs, but occasionally, information technology being what it is, putting that score up can be tricky sometimes. But as we get into this week after week, fewer of these little delays, and I'm going to guess no more than 30 seconds. We might be up to 45 seconds, though. What? Lo and behold, there's the point. Julian won it.
He deserves it.
First point of the second set to Julian. That is an over serve. Second serve. Julian gets this serve in, again, right there between the 4 and 7 line. There's a strong backhand by Spinner. Robote from the forehand. Gotta hit that front wall. That did what we call escape. He threw that ball off the court. Not by intent. Ball was rolling in that cesta, went to the outside. Spinner gets the point. Tied up at 1 apiece in this second set. Excellent catch by Julian off a hard serve by Spinner. Spinner just keeping this one in play. Julian from the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. He really pounds that right side. The preferred side is the forehand. Forehand and right side here used interchangeably. Catch by Julian at the 8 line. Powerful throw. Spinner with a tip ball. Point goes to Julian there in the pink shirt. Score is 2-1 in favor of Julian, who will serve.
And a lot of the points that Julian's won here just, tipped off the cesta by Spinner, in and out of the cesta there. So a really good, well-balanced match between these two. Julian, though, just doing a little more consistent in that catching. All the difference here.
Julian really has a high degree of focus here. Beautiful forehand, a Robote. Spinner winding up, faked it to the 2-all, put it back inside. It scored. That one worked. Tied up at 2 apiece here, with Spinner serving in this second set. Once again, Julian won the first set, so we're looking for the best of 3 sets. All tied up here at 2 apiece in the second set. Spinner serves. At Spinner's first serve, it is an overserve. Went well past the 7 line. Again, ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. Here's his second serve. Julian on the backhand, low and hard. Caught by Spinner. Spinner goes deep. Excellent effort by Julian. He keeps that ball in play.
Oh,
that's the 2-all by Spinner to score. Point for the black shirt. Spinner. He's up 3-2. Julian receives.
And some new territory here for Spinner here. He's got the lead and the serve. Been firing him a little bit from the service box, so see if he gives a little more behind this one. Try to go up 2. Does that. Another good one.
Fine catch by Julian. Strong backhand. Robote forehand to the inside. Ball tipped. Difficult catch, trying to catch it on the upswing there. Just missed. Point goes to Spinner. He has 4 points in this 6-point set. Julian, of course, did win the first set. Match is best of 3 sets. Julian receives with 2 points.
And these head-to-head matches, we said in the first one, momentum, such a big part of it there. Spinner with a couple in a row. Julian starting to see signs of him being human there, made every catch. So see if Spinner can do it again, but shot from Julian gets him back on the board.
Called in the devil on him. Look what happened. So let's see what happens, and he tipped the ball. Announcer's jinx. Is that what they call it? Announcer's jinx?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
You've been doing this a lot longer than me, so I have to pick up this terminology as we go. It is 4-2 in favor, rather 4-3. However, Julian's got the serve. Powerful backhand by Spinner. Robote forehand nicely played by Julian. Julian crosses in front of him a little on the dangerous side. That is a Robote left side by Julian. Catch by Spinner. Outside placement by Spinner. Center. That's kind of funny. Here's the backhand by Spinner. Spinner to center. Rebote by Julin. Catch by Spinner midcourt. Julin, backhand, low and inside, and scoring. Point for Julin there in the pink shirt. That gives Julin 4 points, and we're tied up here in this second set at 4 apiece. Again, this Sesta played 2. 6 points.
We just talked about the momentum swinging in Spinner's favor. Swings right back into Julin, tied it up at 4. Things change pretty quickly in this new format here, Stu.
Hard serve. Great catch by Julin. That's a powerful backhand and a good catch by Spinner. Spinner goes deep. This rebote coming out. Little contact there. May have cost Julin on that rebote. No interference, though. Spinner gets the point off that failed rebote attempt. That gives Spinner possible set here. Julin receives with 4 points. Once again, possible set for Spinner on this serve. Excellent catch by Julin. Nice backhand. Spinner makes the catch. Ball rule tip, first time round. Point goes to Julin. Tied up at 5 apiece. This is a set point. Possible set and possible match here for Julin.
First set came down to a decisive 11th point. This one here again. See if
Julin fires that serve in. Spinner handles it. Julin on the backhand. Spinner makes the catch. That 2-all did not open up. Julin fires it. Julin with a fantastic catch at the 10 line and a hard throw. That scores 4-point set and match for Julin. And the crowd goes wild.
Crowd goes wild, deservedly, rightfully so. 22 total points played between these guys. 22 total points played between these guys in 2 sets there, the maximum amount you could do. So if it would have went to the third one, would have been interesting to see how much of a factor, conditioning would have played in there. But Julin closes it out there in both of them, gets that 11th point, wins 2 sets to 0, and brings his head-to-head record to 1-0. Spinner drops to 1-0. Both of these guys will have another opportunity here coming up later in today's head-to-head. Spinner will be facing off against Ikeda, and Julin will be playing against Douglas, who you'll see here for the first time. So 2 matches down here. As we were saying here, Douglas versus Carbaya will be the third match.
So did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. This is what happens when you match up a millennial with a 51-year-old prostate on the other side. Now, the millennial doesn't have the 51-year-old prostate, but I do. So yeah, in between these matches as we go running through, I have to take the occasional bathroom break.
All good, Stu.
You sure you're okay with that?
No, totally fine, because
you're very
ready
here
for this
patient
matchup.
millennial. You're a very patient millennial, and I appreciate that.
Take it.
No, I do.
I don't blame you. You want to be seated here. You want to be in a good spot for this Douglas versus Carballo matchup. Arguably the top two
I heard
guys.
Douglas and Carballo were coming up next.
Are they playing? Wow.
I heard they were up next. This is so. Arguably, if you were looking at previous results from wherever, whenever, this is the toughest.
Yeah.
This is the toughest. This is about as good as we get here.
You got Douglas here, who's just been incredibly dominant in his time at Magic City. Douglas, back-to-back singles champion, back-to-back doubles champion, pretty much won everything that there is to win here as part of Magic City. Going up a guy, Carballo here, former professional baseball player in the White Sox minor league system. He's got the flares, got the styles, got all that stuff, and can play some pretty good highlight as well when he puts his mind to it, really focused there. And we saw that a few months ago in the U.S. National Highlight Championship. Really good momentum for him. He's carried that over into Magic City's regular season, so we'll see how he does. But we got this match here between number 13, Douglas, and number 3, Carballo. Douglas is Magic City's 21-year-old phenom. As we said, holds back-to-back singles titles with Magic City, back-to-back doubles titles as well. And his win percentage from last year was up over 35%. Just shows you how incredible he is. Carballo is a fourth-year professional with Magic City. He's been a part of the league since its inception in 2018. He's known for his finesse on the court and ability to make some of the most improbable catches.
Beautiful rebote left side there thrown by Douglas. An equally nice rebote thrown there by Carballo. Douglas to the inside. Carballo going for the scoop on the left side. Hard backhand. Rebote coming out. A little bit of a block there. Douglas not affecting him one bit. There's a rebote to the inside by Carballo. Carballo on the run, grabs it on the forehand. Back to the inside he goes. Strong forehand. A rebote by Douglas. Carballo definitely in the way, managed to get out of the way, then came up with a drop ball. So the first point of this set will go to Douglas there in the white shirt. Powerful first serve there by Douglas. Good catch by Carballo. Carballo goes deep. Outside placement of the forehand rebote will score for the win. And if you want to know why he didn't throw rebote, that's because it hit the floor and then hit the cage. That's perfect placement there by Douglas. He gets that second point. Douglas serving with 2 points. Douglas blasts another serve in there. Here's Carballo. Looked like he was throwing a 2-all, but he didn't. Douglas gets in there. Just have enough on it to make that save. Carballo winding up. Blasts it inside nice and low. That is going to score. Point for Carballo there in the yellow shirt. Carballo now with a 1 point in this first set. He serves to Douglas. Serves? I think that's something you used to take for your breath. He serves to Douglas, who has 2.
And Carballo now on the board here, arguably the streakiest player amongst all in the entire Magic City roster. So give him 1 point. He can run with that for a while.
But those hot streaks are pretty damn hot. That's a great catch by Douglas off a good serve by Carballo. Douglas fires it. Carballo with the 2-all. Douglas knew he was doing it. Comes up with a great catch. That scores on the return. Beautiful play by Carballo, but an even better play there by Douglas. Douglas gets the point. It is 3-1 in favor of Douglas in this first set. Impressive play by both players. I think I threw an extra P in there. We'll go back and edit it out. Never. Douglas blasts that first serve. Here's Carballo. To the inside he goes. Rebote left side by Douglas. Catch by Carballo. Carballo clipped the sidewall. Douglas makes the catch. Douglas. I was so impressed with that throw. It screwed up my announcing. Douglas powered that ball in there. Beautiful throw by Douglas. A rare miss there by Carballo. He usually gets those. It is 4-1 in favor of Douglas.
You really see him fire that serve in there now with a nice advantage.
Carballo going for a 2-all, did not open up. Carballo makes a fine catch. Looks to get a little bounce out of this ball. Douglas with the catch and the backhand at the 10 line. 2-all rebote.
Wow.
Thrown beautifully by Carballo. He's been working on that in practices. That scored perfectly. Beautifully thrown. Douglas was there, could not quite get up to it. That gives a Carballo there in the yellow shirt a second point. It's 2 serving 4 here in this first set.
Well, it usually is just one play for Carballo that sort of triggers it. That was just a picture-perfect 2-all there. Powered it by him. See if this could be it, or else he's in jeopardy of dropping this first set.
Under serve. That is, however, the first of 2 serves. May as well go for it if you got 2 serves. Blasted that in, but he missed the box. Second serve here for Carballo. This one's got to be good. Took a little off it. In fact, took a lot off it. Douglas on the run, just missed it. Point goes to Carballo. Need to catch and return that serve. Carballo now has 3 points, serving to Douglas's 4 in this first set. Excellent catch by Douglas. Big backhand by Douglas. Carballo. Catch by Douglas. Douglas saw the carom, fired it. Carballo is there. He fired it. Douglas makes the catch. Douglas goes high. 3-wall play to the outside. Carballo reads it, puts it inside to score.
Rifled
Beautifully executed. Point goes to Carballo there in the yellow shirt. All tied up at 4 apiece here in this first set, which is played to 6 points.
Love about this head-to-head format there. Guys came out a little bit slow, getting their feet wet, but yeah, a couple points in, these guys have stepped it up, and this is just some of the most fast-paced highlight we've seen here at Magic City. Tied up at 4. We said Carballo can do it. Does it in a hurry. Did just that.
Douglas with a great catch off a beautiful serve by Carballo. He puts this nice and inside. Great catch by Douglas. Nice backhand. Rebote forehand is in play. Carom rifled by Douglas. He saw the opening. He took it. It scored. Point goes to Douglas. That gives Douglas 5 points and a possible first set here for Douglas. He serves to Carballo with 4. Rifled first serve.
Oh,
what a beautiful catch by Carballo. It's hard to explain how hard it is to catch that ball. There's a 2-all. Carballo stops it. That scoop attempt is missed.
Wow.
Point for Carballo.
Unbelievable.
Fantastic play there by Carballo. That ties it up at 5 apiece for this first set. Possible set point. Actually, it's set point. 5-5. Great catch by Douglas off a hard serve by Carballo. Rifled, rebote. Carballo makes the save. Great catch by Douglas. Douglas blasts this one. Carballo sets. Carballo, 2-all. Douglas makes the catch. Douglas rifles this about as hard as a ball can be thrown for a win here in this first set. Point and first set. A well-earned first set there for Douglas. Both players playing absolutely fantastic. We'll give them both just a moment to regroup.
I need a moment to
Everybody needs a moment. I mean, the ball needs.
Yeah.
The ball's like shaking. I'm not going. Ball's saying I'm not going back out.
I don't
there.
even know if I want to sit here. I'm going to take a couple steps back where Scott is here. Yeah.
The glass will protect you, Andrew. It will. The glass. It's that hurricane stuff that you see, and then
Hurricane
the
proof
first
until you
sponsor
get a
comes
Douglas
up.
left
Exactly.
side. Yeah, my
Here in
goodness.
South Florida, where everything has to be hurricane proof.
Wow. So that game.
What do you
lived
say
up to all
about that? They both
expectations.
caught beautifully. They
Yeah.
both threw the crap out of the ball. They played great. They played absolutely fantastic. The 2 balls were landing in.
Shots thrown, speed, athleticism, I mean, everything on display there in that one. So we got another. And could go to 3 there. So Douglas, 6-5, third straight set in a row. We've gone to a decisive 11th point. So that's great to see just in terms of competition, dating back to the previous match there we had between Spinner and Julin. But set number 2 between Carballo and Douglas. Now Carballo with control of the serve. If you look at the graphic there at the top of your screen there, you see set 1, 2, 3. That indicates what set number we're on, the match score, and that little circle that's filled in. See, that's a red circle there, so that indicates that Douglas won set 1, and if Carballo would have won, that little circle would have been blue there.
That's some of that fancy technology we
that-
brought around. Carballo serves first in this second set to 6. 0-0. Great catch by Douglas. There's the background. That's a carom, a 2-all rather. Douglas returning the carom. However, that carom caught the top of the pad. First point of the second set goes to Carballo there in the yellow shirt. Douglas will shake that off. Carballo's got another hard serve, I'm sure, coming in here. Great catch by Douglas. Douglas taking a little off of that, just enough to score, placing it beautifully on that backhand, right at the feet of Carballo. That'll tie it up at 1 apiece here in the second set. Douglas serves. Douglas really going for it here on this first serve, and Carballo with a spectacular catch. That cleared the overhead screen. Douglas, outside placement of the forehand rebote. Douglas comes up with a fantastic catch at the 9 line. Strong backhand follows. Rebote, 2-all, lands in and scores. That is beautifully executed by Carballo for the point. Carballo gets that point, tied up at 1 apiece. Actually, sorry, 2-1 in favor of Carballo.
Just the way he turns that 2-all from the rebote, Stu, it's so quick.
Catch by Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas to the inside. Carballo on the rebote. Great catch by Douglas. Nice backhand. Line drive to the inside, not coming out. It scores. Point 3. You may have heard me just say 3. Typically, the white shirt is 3, but that is the white shirt. Douglas, number 13, gets that point. Tied up at 2 apiece. Douglas blasts the first serve. Great catch by Carballo. Douglas makes the save. Carballo switches from the right to the left. Throws it way, way, way off the court. Agreed. Point goes to Douglas in the white shirt. Carballo is still playing fantastic here. It's 3-2. Just 1 separates these 2 players here in the second set. Douglas takes the ball in the air, rifles it to the inside. Carballo, very difficult to get to that ball. Point goes to Douglas there in the white shirt. Carballo needs to get his focus back here. It is 4-2 in favor of Douglas, who is serving in this 6-point game.
Sorry, Stu. Yeah, I was just going to say maybe losing his composure just a little bit out there, but
what a catch by Douglas.
That'll do it to
you. It bounced up. It was going up. It hit the side wall. Douglas still got it. Douglas from the forehand. Blasted at the feet of Carballo. He scoops it up. What a catch by Douglas. What a catch by Carballo. Backhand by Carballo. One too many scoops. Someone's going to miss it. This point goes to Carballo in the yellow shirt. Great play by both Carballo and Douglas.
Game-saving scoop there for Carballo. I mean, there were obviously a couple great ones in a row, but the first one really sparked it. One hand from Douglas, too.
Still 4-3 in favor of Carballo here in this second set. Douglas did pick up the first set. It's a best-of-3 sets, so... Underserved. 2 serves, though. So this will be his second serve. Got to land between the 4 and 7. Carballo serving with 3 points. Tough catch by Douglas. He had to pull that ball from the side wall. Beautiful throw to the inside. Carballo on the rebote. A little lower than Douglas is used to. Douglas turns a beautiful rebote. There's the scoop. The inside placement narrowly missing himself on the return. Point for Carballo. It is now tied up at 4 apiece. Once again, this second set is played to 6 points. Carballo serves to Douglas. What a catch by Douglas off a beautiful serve by Carballo. Douglas really pounds this rebote. Carballo looking to thread the needle there. He missed it, shot it straight into the pad, and the pad is bad. Possible game point, possible set point rather, for Douglas. Possible set and match here for Douglas. This would be his second win. He has 5 points serving to Carballo's 4. Important serve here for Douglas. Douglas goes for it on the first serve. Carballo makes the catch. 2-all. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas firing it, trying to get it past him. Carballo makes the catch, throws the 2-all. That landed in and scored. Wow. What a 2-all thrown there from the left side of Carballo. My goodness. Tied up at 5-5. If Douglas wins this, he does take the match. However, Carballo does this, we will go to a third set.
Who doesn't want a third set of this one, Stu? Wow.
Overserve, second serve coming up. Once again, it is possible set, possible match point here for Douglas, who's receiving. Douglas on the catch. Powerful backhand. Comes on the side wall. Swing and a miss. Point and set. Point and match for Douglas. What an exciting match just played by Douglas and Carballo with spectacular play seen by both players. And point-wise, you can't get closer than that.
Now that's the fourth set in a row. Gone to that 11 point there. 6-5, 6-5 for Douglas over Carballo. Two of the best guys in the entire Magic City roster, so that's going to be a great rivalry throughout this head-to-head. I mean, seeing those Douglas Ron, Douglas Carballo, Carballo Ron. I mean,
and if you want to
incredible.
make so how about this? If you want to make like a horse racing reference, so we just had 2 hardcore thoroughbreds right there. One of the thoroughbreds you're okay walking around before the race. The other thoroughbred, not so much. We'll let you figure out which one.
That was great, Stu.
Hey, there we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Carballo runs a little on the hot side. He really does. But I mean, hey, with some of those spectacular plays and as exciting as the head-to-head highlight there was, I think it's just absolutely fantastic.
Well, I think that game is a perfect example of what makes head-to-head different in so much more
That is the
perhaps
best
a little more
period of,
interesting.
that's the best period of highlight we've seen on this court.
Right. Well, guys are willing to take more chances and sort of play outside their game. I mean, when you have one chance in a pari-mutuel structure, and it's, I missed this, I'm going to the back of the line, I'm not going to get up for another 3-4 minutes. It's a lot different than having 11 total points to be able to take a set there. So these guys just played incredible. Showed you the great stuff we've seen with this new format, and hopefully we got another good one coming up. Ikeda.
I was about to say, let's stop talking about the last one, myself included. Let's set up this next one. We have Spinner versus Ikeda. And we will get our scoreboard set up. There it is. Time to begin. Spinner serves. We begin our first set. That scoop attempt tipped by Spinner on the left side. First point of this set goes to Ikeda there in the purple shirt. Ikeda serves.
Hey, look at me before you.
There's the point. Ikeda serves. Here's Spinner on the left side, puts it back to the inside. Low and hard shot there thrown by Ikeda. Ikeda's looking for the rebote on the right side, plays it beautifully to the inside. That's a great catch by Spinner. He pulled that ball from the sidewall nicely. There's another fine forehand throw by Ikeda. That rebote attempt, very difficult play there at the sidewall. Hit the pad. The pad is bad. Point goes to Ikeda there in the purple shirt. Ikeda has 2 points. Spinner receives. Backhand by Spinner. Rebote's up in the middle of the court. Fired by Ikeda. Spinner low and hard to the inside where it scores. Well thrown. Point for Spinner there in the black shirt. He has a point in this first set. Ikeda receives with 2 points. Once again, these sets played to 6 points.
Ikeda's just a tough guy in a one-on-one format.
He's
here.
not particularly tough. I've hung out with him. He's more of a lover, not a fighter.
Of course. Well, in the sense that he'll just rally with you all day. He's comfortable doing that. Some guys get a little antsy. They rally there, but
and there he took his eye off the ball.
Yep.
That's what happened there.
You can
took
see
his
that
eye
one.
off the ball, loss of point. Spinner gets it, tied up at 2 apiece in this first set. Got to watch that ball coming from the front wall or the side wall, wherever it's bouncing from, all the way into your cesta. Tied up at 2 apiece here in this first set. Hard first serve by a Spinner. That is an overserve. Again, ball's got to land between the 4 and 7 on that serve. Do have 2 serves here in H2H. Ikeda from the 10 line to the inside. Rebote forehand by Spinner. Ikeda has that handily right about the 7 line. Catch by a Spinner. He goes deep. Rebote coming out. It's a forehand rebote. Swing and a miss. Mid-court. Point goes to Spinner there in the black shirt. Score is 3-2 in favor of Spinner. Spinner does serve.
Just a couple of uncharacteristic mistakes here from Ikeda these past few points, giving Spinner the advantage, but
It's a concentration issue.
yeah, concentration is you got to be able to stop the momentum here in this type of format. Ikeda down 1, gets 1 back here. See if he can do it.
What a catch by.
That'll
He
help.
resolved his concentration issue there. That was beautiful catch by Ikeda. Nice 2-all by Spinner. The 2-all return from the forehand of Ikeda will score. Well played. In Jai-Alai head-to-head, you throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's exactly what they try to do. In that case, it worked. Ikeda gets the point, and he serves. Tied up at 3 apiece. Spinner winds up, puts it to the inside. Ikeda in and out of the cesta the ball goes. Point for Spinner there in the black shirt. Spinner now has 4 points. He will serve in this first set, which goes to 6. First serve is an overserve. That is out of play. Spinner gets a second serve here. Ikeda receiving with 3 points. Catch made on the forehand of Ikeda. He goes deep. Robote forehand got away from Spinner. That hit too high. Ball must go from the cesta into play. That went out of play. Ikeda gets the point. Tied up at 4 apiece. Ikeda serves. Nice backhand throw there by Spinner. Robote forehand, too hard, too high, out of play. Point goes to Spinner there in the black shirt. That will take him to a possible first set here for a Spinner. Ikeda receives with 4 points. Excellent catch by Ikeda off a really good serve there by Spinner. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda sees that Spinner was to the inside. He knew to throw the 2-all, but that 2-all landed wide. That is out of play. Point in the first set awarded to Spinner. We'll begin the second set here in just about a minute. So Ikeda having a few concentration issues there in the beginning. And, folks may ask how do I know something like that? Look at his head. When the ball's coming in, your eyes need to be trained on that ball going into the cesta the entire way.
Actually see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What happens with some players is that they reflexively, they throw literally thousands of balls. They catch and throw thousands of times. As they see that the ball is lined up coming into their cesta, they'll occasionally start thinking about their throw. It's the most common mistake made anywhere in Jai-Alai at any ranks is thinking about the throw before you make the catch. We saw 2 examples of that with Ikeda in that last game. He needs to clear his head, realize that he can come back, and win this next set.
Yeah, you can see obviously, visibly frustrated there, and he's outside of the cage here, ready to get
frustrated.
No, Ikeda visibly frustrated. He came
Ikeda's
out of the
visibly
cage. He's ready to get
Okay.
this game going. He knows that he gave Spinner a couple of free points, ones that he, not going to do that every day here. So Ikeda down 1. And this is the beauty of this format. Clean slate here. You're down 1 set, but you got an opportunity to win 2 straight. Ikeda knows he can do it. We'll begin this second one.
There's a serve. Nice backhand by Spinner. Actually gives him the ball in the middle of the court. That is a 2-all from the forehand of Ikeda. Spinner trying to change it up on him. Doesn't do a particularly good job. There's another change up with the drop shot. That's Spinner. Ikeda's going to chase this down, going to try to anyway, and then he decides to play racquetball with it and knock it out of play. It's all right. That was great effort between both Spinner and Ikeda. Try to keep that point going. But yeah, we want to catch and throw the ball forward. Spinner gets the first point of the second set. Ikeda receives. Ikeda on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Spinner's there, winding up. Tries to go back into the inside, but caught a piece of the sidewall. Ikeda made a difficult rebote.
Oh.
Spinner almost comes up with a beautiful catch. The ball was going up a little further than he expected. He had a jump to try to get it. Catching the ball without both feet on the ground, not an easy thing to do. Did not work out there. Ikeda gets the point. It's tied up at 1 apiece. Ball just dropped. That's a simple drop. Drop ball off the serve. Ikeda gets the point. It's 2-1 in favor of Ikeda.
This is sort of the same way Ikeda started it off, giving Spinner a couple free points there. Same thing happened in this second set. That's the type of, kind of a break Ikeda needed here if he wants to take this second one and then get some momentum into the third.
Here's Spinner from the left side. Ikeda, forehand at the 9 line. Robote, the rebound play coming from the back wall. Ikeda makes the catch. Low and hard to the inside. Scooped up by Spinner. Catch by Ikeda. That 2-all scooped up by Spinner. The low, hard throw to the front wall will score. Point for the black shirt. Spinner in post 5. Tied up now at 2 apiece here in this second set. Good catch by Ikeda. Spinner makes the catch. Beautiful catch by Ikeda. Do whatever you can to get your cesta on that ball. He did it. That is a 2-all under a little bit of pressure. He knew where to throw it, just threw it wide. Ikeda gets the point there in the purple shirt. Ikeda leads 3 points to 2. Ikeda has the serve. Once again, this set is played to 6 points. Spinner won the first one. Served by Ikeda. Here's Spinner from the 11 line. Backhand got away from him, missed the front wall, hit the rail just above the front wall. That's out of play. Ikeda now has 4 points. He serves with 4 points to Spinner's 2 in this 6-point set.
Yeah, I wonder here, Ikeda now, he's up 2 points, but down in sets, likes to rally with you, but see if he maybe tries a shot here, tries to kill the point.
Let's see. Ikeda throws hard to the inside. Spinner's there, winding up. Wow.
He tried to kill
it.
it.
A little wild. He knew what he wanted to do. Cesta didn't do it. Point goes to Ikeda there in the purple shirt. He now has 5 points. He now has 5 points. He now has 5 points, is serving to Spinner, who has 2. There's a serve by Ikeda. Ikeda from the forehand. The 2-all by Ikeda will score. That is point and set for Ikeda winning at 5-2, tied up at 2 sets apiece in this best of 3 sets in order to win the match. So, Ikeda wins that handily, 5-2, showing better concentration.
6-2.
6-2.
Sorry.
Why is everybody talking in my head? Yes, I made a mistake. It's 6-2. Ikeda wins that one 6-2 in our second set. That'll bring us to our third set. We're going to start that off at 0-0.
This is exciting here, Stu. First time in head-to-head history we've gone 3 sets. So Spinner versus Ikeda. Both these guys, looked like Ikeda struggled in that first one. Spinner looked a little bit off that second one here. So, guys, it's 1-1. One more game up to 6 points. So
it's a fresh start.
Fresh start.
It's a fresh start. Literally anyone can win the match. So the way I look at it,
one-set game.
Myself, it's 0-0 to 6. First one to 6 wins the match.
We do simple things. We like that. And, yeah, so the... with that first set there for Spinner, I believe Spinner won 6-4. Then Ikeda took the second one 6-2. Decisive third set here, 0-0. Winner wins this head-to-head matchup. Spinner will serve to Ikeda.
There's serve by Spinner. Backhand by Ikeda. Touched the overhead screen. That is out of play. Spinner gets the first point of this third set. Spinner serving with a 1 point. Here's Ikeda. Powerful throw by Ikeda. Good catch by Spinner. Ikeda will back up to the 7 line and make this rebote. Catch by a Spinner. Ikeda from the 9 line. Throw to the inside. Spinner's there. Spinner tries to get the big bounce. Ikeda using the side wall to get up high enough to make the catch. That scoop attempt, very fancy with that one-hand little swing to the side, but if you don't catch the ball, fancy doesn't pay. Point goes to Ikeda in the purple shirt. Tied up at 1 apiece. Ikeda serves. Backhand by Spinner to the inside. That's a tough rebote save there for Ikeda on the right side. That's a beautiful catch by Spinner. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Playing it close to that side wall is how Jai-Alai is played. The closer it is to the side wall, the more difficult it is to play. Here's the catch by Spinner. Low and hard thrown from the forehand of Spinner. Catch by Spinner, the rebote. Here's Ikeda all the way up front. Throws it hard. Spinner with a great catch. Ikeda on the rebote. A 2-all. It goes to the outside. Spinner reads it. Stops it. Returns it hard. And it scores off the forehand. That is a beautifully played point by both Spinner and Ikeda. Spinner now has 2 points. He serves to Ikeda with 1. Once again, this set is played 2 6 points, and whoever wins this wins the match. There's the serve by Spinner. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda from the 12 line on the backhand. Spinner makes the catch. Low and hard. Good catch by Ikeda. Strong backhand at the side wall. Spinner's there. Ikeda from the left side. Big backhand. That touched the overhead screen. That is out of play. Spinner gets the point. That gives him 3. Spinner will serve. Ikeda receives. Once again, this third and final set between Spinner and Ikeda played 6 points. First one to 6 wins the match. Powerful first serve by Spinner. Ikeda's there. Nice throw. Fine catch by Spinner. Strong backhand. Outside placement of the forehand rebote by Ikeda. Tricky shot. Spinner looking to get a little English on this. Didn't work. Ikeda blasted home to score. Ikeda gets the point. Well played by both Spinner and Ikeda once again. Ikeda gets the point. It is tied up at 3 apiece.
And if you're Spinner there, I think you want that shot back. Tried to go for that high slicing carom. One of the shots you talked about looks good maybe when executed right, but that one just gave Ikeda forehand from the outside there, and that's kind of death if you're Spinner. Brings him back into this game. Only down 1 is Ikeda. 2-3.
Ikeda with the serve. Again, there are 2 serves here in Jai-Alai head-to-head. Nice backhand there by Ikeda. Rebote left side, clipped the side wall, still counts as a 2-all. Hard throw by Ikeda, good catch by Spinner. Spinner over the top, looking to get some big bounce out of the ball. Ikeda reads it, moves back into position. Great pickup by Spinner on the left side, nice backhand. Rebote forehand by Ikeda, catch by Spinner. He winds it up. 2-all, will score. Point for Spinner there in the black shirt. Spinner now has 4 points, serving to Ikeda, who has 2. First one to 6 wins the match. Stamina definitely playing a role as we're here.
Yeah, we just saw Spinner take that deep breath.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, sorry, we don't have oxygen for you, but you just take a deep breath and serve. Catch by Ikeda. He fires one over the top. Good catch by Spinner. Ikeda midcourt. Hard throw. Spinner's going to look for the rebote. Rebote played beautifully by Spinner. What a perfectly placed shot by Spinner to score. Rebote goes high to the front wall. Takes a real big bounce right there at the sidewall. Excellent play. That gives him possible set and possible match point here with 5 points. Ikeda receives.
And Ikeda, if he drops this one, will go to 0-2 for his head-to-head debut here today. Lost his first one to Ron. So big points here for him. Spinner looking to go to 1-1.
Ikeda from the right side. High and hard to the front wall. Good catch by Spinner. Fine catch by Ikeda. That ball was dropping. Spinner makes the catch. Sends it back. Ikeda's going to look for Rebote about the 7 line. To the inside. Scooped up by Spinner. Backhand by Spinner. Rebote forehand saved by Ikeda. What a catch by Spinner. Nice throw to the inside. Ikeda. That hit the overhead screen. Point, set, and match for the black shirt, Spinner. Well played by both Spinner and Ikeda. One of the things that you're definitely able to see as we bring our different players onto the court is how the different approach to the game.
Yeah.
You know, technical, as far as placing it, as far as focusing, everybody's got to focus on the catch, obviously, versus the flash and pizzazz that Carballo brought out earlier. And now we're back out to a different matchup here with Julian, who's coming to Magic City and H2H, having only ever played on longer courts, much longer courts. So he's going through this adjustment period here. Douglas, of course, who's been dominating here for the last 3 seasons. But, of course, he never saw Jai-Alai before 2018. Right. So something of a phenom. Julian, though, with that impeccable Spanish training in the sport, trained at the home of Jai-Alai there in Marquina, but still having to make an adjustment to a court that's 50 feet shorter than you're used to it's going to take him a little while, and he's only been doing it for a couple days. So this next matchup, one thing I guarantee you, we're going to see some hard right sides thrown, because forehand is Julian's game, and Douglas, as we know, throws it hard on both sides.
Yeah, we hadn't seen a lot of Julian on this court before he had that first match against Spinner there, and they've looked very good. Took both of those 6-5, 1 6-5, 6-5, so he's 1-0. Douglas is 1-0. So a big match here for Julian. I mean, look, obviously we know Douglas, what he's capable of. The Wonder Boy here has just won everything that there is to be won over these past 2 seasons, but Julian, is a good opportunity for him against the top guy to prove his worth here on this Magic City roster. So a big time for him, big spot for these two. Let's see how they do.
Let's begin our next match with Douglas serving to Julian. Douglas at the 10 line, looking for that big bounce. Julian cuts it off in the air. Blasts it from the forehand. Rebote left side by Douglas, clears the overhead screen, goes to the outside. Julian, nice rebote to the outside.
Stayed there.
Kept to the outside and scores. First point of this first set goes to Julian in the pink shirt. That hard first serve by Julian. Douglas letting that one get away from him, trying to pass it all the way to the back wall, but in the process is throwing it so high that hit the overhead screen just in front of the front wall, out of play. Julian gets his second point. Douglas receives. Great catch by Douglas. Nice backhand. Low and hard to the inside. That, a rebote, was hooked. By hooked means, look at the shape of that cesta. Took it into the sidewall, from the sidewall to the pad. The pad is bad. Douglas gets the point. Douglas gets on the board with a point. It's 1-2 in favor of Julian. Douglas has the serve. Rebote left side by Douglas. Scoop by Julian. Hard throw. Rebote coming out. Hard throw to the inside. Julian on the run. Great legs. And a beautiful rebote by Julian. Here's Douglas. Douglas sends it back again. Julian cuts it off in the air. Rebote left side by Douglas. Scoop attempt missed. He's got a shot at the rebote. Just miss. Point goes to Douglas. It is tied up at 2 apiece. Hard first serve by Douglas. Once again, 2 serves allowed in H2H. Jai-Alai. 2-all opens up and scores beautifully executed by Douglas. The white shirt gets that point. It is 3-2 in favor of Douglas. Julian receives.
I mean, there's literally no defense for that type of shot there. It's so quick, and even with the speed that we've seen from Julian to get there on the outside after that quick trigger, just perfect from Douglas. Gets him into the lead. Couple in a row for him. Good momentum.
Catch by Douglas. Powerful backhand. Rebote left side by Julian. Nicely played. Douglas catches it. Back to the inside he goes. Julian on the run, reaching out, got assessed on it. As we like to say, if you can touch it, you can catch it. Still not easy when you're reaching out that far. Got to get that ball in that cesta. Douglas gets the point. He leads 4-2 in this 6-point set. Julin, great catch on the left side. That was a really hard serve by Douglas. Forehand, Robote, a 2-all will score. Julin was there. Still, we don't see many of those shots off of the Robote, especially when thrown from the right side. So, not something Julin would normally expect, but he got there to his credit. That gives Douglas possible set point for Douglas. Julin winds up, puts it to the inside, touched the side wall, went to the outside. Douglas low and hard to the inside. This will score point, and the first set goes to Douglas. Well played, though, by both Douglas and Julin. Julin really showing that he's getting used to the court here.
Yep. Shown great improvement
Some
already.
real power on that right side, given we've had a chance to see him playing through the Magic City program. And so now we're looking for Julin to get used to the court with increased frequency. He's already doing a much better job. So yeah, that first score, 6-2, not actually it's representative of the points and who won the points. And obviously with Douglas winning that set, but Julin played really, really well.
Yeah, and a guy that's only going to continue to get better, as we talked about, as he gets more comfortable with this shorter court there. But already seen some good stuff, and we've talked about it. I mean, the power from both sides there is surprising. Speed, sneaky as well there. So a guy that's pretty athletic there, and see if he can get one back against Douglas. 6-2, lost that first one.
Everybody basically yelling at Andrew to set up the scoreboard, ask him if we're good.
And multitasking we are good
all the way around here, and now we're ready to begin. Julin serves here in this second set. Low, hard serve, caught on the left side of Douglas. Robote left side. He gets out of the way. Douglas picks it up, plays the 2-all. Julin was ready for it, stops it, blasts this forehand. Douglas goes to the floor to try to make that save. That hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. Julin will get the first point of the second set. What a serve by Julin. Close to being an ace, but Douglas touched it. In order for it to be an ace, it cannot be touched. Point for Julin. Score is a 2-0 in favor of Julin. Over serve. Going for that hard serve has risks. Sometimes it may go under. Sometimes it may go over. That went over. This will be second serve. Serve has to land between the 4 and 7 line. Don't want to risk that second serve. He gets it right there in the box. That ball not coming out to be played. Point goes to Douglas. It is a 1 2. Douglas has the serve. Julin ahead by 1 point in this 6-point set. Douglas really blasting that first serve. That's an over serve. It was coming so fast, Judge had to do a double take, but it was definitely over. We'll go to our second serve. Not used to seeing quite that hard a serve out of Douglas.
That's the beauty of this 2 serves. You see guys throw a lot more, and that one's still pretty hard. That one
he made the adjustment, put a little bit shallower in the box. Here's the Robote on the wall. Like we said in highlights, only got 3 walls, a front wall, a back wall, and a side wall. Keep that ball on the side wall as best you can. You'll score a lot of points that way. Julin has a 3 points serving 2. Douglas is 1 in this second set, played to 6. Great catch by Douglas. Low, hard backhand caught in the air by Julin. Julin goes deep. Robote, a left side for the bounce. Julin with a tip ball at the 7 line. Sometimes the balls that aren't coming as hard as other balls are more difficult to catch. Douglas gets the point. It is 2 serving 3. Still in favor of Julin. Douglas serves. Catch by Julin. Hard throw from the forehand of Julin. Long, soft touch. Not soft enough.
Came out a little too much.
Robote left side, right to the inside. Julin on the run. Julin's got great foot speed. He got assessed on it. Douglas all the way up. Blasts it. Julin comes up with a fantastic catch in the air. Douglas goes for a 2-wall, and it lands just off the court. What an exciting, well-played point by both Douglas and Julin. Congrats to Julin getting used to this court very quickly. Julin has 4 points. Douglas has 2. Julin has the serve in this 6-point set. What a serve by Julin will score to the inside. That was an ace. Ball was not touched. Low, hard to the inside. Had it been touched, would not be an ace. That was our first ace of H2H. And that gets us to possible set point here for Julin. Douglas did win the first set. It is 5-2.
Wow.
Point and set to Julin in the pink shirt. So now we have 1 set apiece. It will go to a 3rd set. Again, it is best of 3 sets. So this match will go to this last set, much like we saw in the last one between Ikeda and Spinner. It is the best of 3, so they're out to a fresh start.
And this one's going to be interesting, too, because I think the way that Douglas won that first one, I think kind of packed it in a little bit. He's like, all right, I can go out there and I can win this second one. But Julin, give him credit, hung in there, played very well, and now got to see if Douglas can recover a little bit here mentally. Got to think that, when you take your foot off that gas pedal, do you put it back on? How does that work? So see if Douglas can do it here. 6-2, Douglas won that first one. Julin came back and won the next set 6-2. So everything's even here. 1 set apiece. 8 points scored between the two in the first 2. So decisive 3rd set. Douglas serves to Julin to begin.
Douglas says, I can throw hard too. Julin says, I can catch that. Here's the backhand. Rotate forehand by Douglas. 2 pass. A little bit of a 2-all play there by Julin. Great catch by Douglas. Great catch by Julin. Julin goes deep. Robote caught by Julin. Julin winds up, back to the inside. Douglas with the one-handed grab. Hard throw to the inside. Robote left side, 2-all. Douglas reads it, stops it, is unable to hold on to it. That is a tipped ball for Douglas. First point of this 3rd and decisive set goes to Julin. Great catch by Douglas. Low, hard backhand. Great catch by Julin. Robote forehand. Douglas lays it up. Julin catches it. Outside placement from the forehand of Julin will score. That outside placement shot to the outside. Well played. Point goes to Julin there in the pink shirt. That gives him 2 points. Douglas receives. Good catch by Douglas. Douglas's backhand touched the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point for Julin.
Yeah, it looks like Douglas got a little lazy on that throw there and catches the lowest part of that screen, but any part of it's bad there. And 3-0 quickly here for Julin.
Yeah, Douglas has the strength to throw wall to wall. He doesn't need to power every one. That one did touch the overhead screen. Julin serves. The score is a 3-0 in favor of Julin. What a catch by Douglas. Nice backhand. Gets by Julin. Julin makes the save. Kind of a blind save. Was looking at the back wall when he made the catch. Douglas winds up, puts it back inside. Julin on the run. This will score. Point for Douglas. He's on the board with a point. Julin leading 3-1 in this third and final set of the match. Douglas serves. Douglas blasts one in. Julin makes the catch. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Julin, 2-all rebote, caught the top of the pad, and any part of the pad is bad. Loss of point for Julin. Douglas serves. 2 serves to 3. Once again, this is the third set in the best of 3 match. Douglas serves. Games played to 6. Sets played to 6, rather. Douglas blasts another one in. Catch by Julin. Big backhand. Rebote, 2-all, rifle to the outside and scoring. Beautifully thrown and executed by Douglas. We're tied up at a 3 apiece in this 6-point set. Douglas serves. Over serve. 2 serves allowed in heads up highlight. That first serve is over. Ball tipped off the serve. Point goes to Douglas. Douglas will now lead a 4-3 in this 6-point set.
And that's 4 straight points for Douglas. Julin got out to a 3-0 lead. This has been a game of runs. Julin needs to break it here or else.
Excellent catch by Douglas. Hard throw from the forehand. Scoop by Julin. Rebote, 2-all by Douglas. Did not open up. Hard throw by Julin. Douglas passes on the scoop, rifles it inside with a beautiful, beautiful rebote. It came hard. It did not clip the side wall. In and out of the cesta for Julin. That will give Douglas 5 points and a possible match point here for Douglas. Julin receives with 3 points. Douglas blasts the first serve. What a catch by Julin. Beautiful catch by Julin. Rebote. Fine catch by Julin. That one-handed scoop not working. Ball tipped. Point goes to Julin. Julin now has 4 points. It is still possible set, possible match for Douglas.
And I think Douglas, he sees he has a 2-point advantage here, goes for that one-handed scoop, but certainly one he'd like to have back. Take it with 2 hands, move up, and that's exactly why.
That is an absolutely phenomenal serve by Julin. That is an ace. Ball was not touched. That's our second ace. It's 5-5. This is set point. This is match point for Julin.
For both players. Winner of this one takes this match.
Excellent catch by Douglas, and it scores on the return. Point, set, and match for Douglas, with more than an honorable mention to Julin. Julin, with very little experience on this court, learning how to get that serve in, making those aces and almost aces working for him, went down to the last point of the last set. Doesn't get more exciting than that.
No, absolutely.
And beautifully played. More importantly, beautifully played by both Douglas and Julin.
And that just shows you the type of player that Julin's going to be as he just gets more and more comfortable with this court. Takes Douglas to a decisive 11th point in that third set, but the Wonder Boy moves to 2-0 in this new format And we just have one more match here. Final head-to-head match of the Monday here. First day of head-to-head. And we'll be back here tomorrow, Tuesday. Same time, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. We'll have 6 more matches tomorrow, and we'll give you those guys here. We'll have Jeden, Ben, Anderluck, Bueno, Kubala, and Benny. So those are going to be the 6 tomorrow if you're looking forward to joining us here at the same time, 10 a.m. But we got a great one here to close it out. Carballo was taken to the final points there in his sets against Douglas, but didn't win either of them. Lost in his first match, and Ron handily defeated Ikeda there in his first go-around. So Ron looking to move to 2-0. Carballo looking to get in the win column here in head-to-head. So if he drops to 0-2, I mean, that's tough, but look at that slate here for Carballo. Comes out with arguably the top 2 guys in this division. Well, in this group, if you will. We'll go with group. In this group. So he'll have plenty more opportunities and plenty of opportunities for all these guys in this first group of top players here in head-to-head. But Ron versus Carballo will be coming up here in just a few moments. And Stu, what are you looking forward to here? Obviously, we saw what Ron did to Ikeda there. Looked pretty good. Looked pretty comfortable. But that's been a long time. Almost a full 2 hours since he's been out there. So
Carballo not winning has been thinking about what he did. I promise you he went back and watched every point that he played. He's picked his entire game apart. That's the way that he approaches things. He watches, they say in other sports, a lot of film. And so I think that we're going to see Carballo with a bit more control. I think we're going to see Carballo with a bit more control. And Ron always plays controlled. So we're going to see Carballo probably reeling it in just a little bit. And we're going to see Ron playing what how he always plays. A lot of control, making sure not to make any mistakes. And we will get things set up here as we wait. Judges are in place, players in place, computers in place, we're in place. Time to begin. Ron serves. Carballo on the backhand. Ron trying to go back to the inside. He touched the side wall. Carballo sends it to the inside. Carballo. Oh, wow, did he hit that side wall hard. Not with the ball, with his body. Ugh. Not good for the shoulder or the hip. Ron gets the first point of the first set. Nice deep serve by Ron. Ball gets by Ron on the forehand and scores. Point to Carballo. First set's tied up at 1 apiece. Carballo will serve.
Terrible, dude. You gotta fix it.
Ron on the backhand. Carballo's there. Winds up. Soft touch. Ron reads it. Stops it on the forehand. Outside placement. Lands in and scores. Beautifully executed by Ron. Shot begets shot. And that's exactly what we saw there. Point goes to Ron there in the orange shirt.
And of all the guys on this roster, no one's more comfortable going outside than Ron. Such a quick trigger. You don't know. Kind of hesitates a little second, sometimes brings it back inside, but there gets it right by Carballo.
That was pretty bold because Carballo was standing right there.
And it's tough to get it by him, especially when
you
he's
throw
in
the
a
ball
good
where
spot.
your opponent's not. His opponent was there. He threw it anyway. Here's the catch by Carballo. Clip the side wall. Ron winds up. Low and inside. Carballo has it. 2-all. Ron with a tip ball. Point for Carballo. Tied up at 2 apiece here in the first set.
Was it twos?
Carballo with a hard serve, but it is an overserve. This will be his second serve. Run on the backhand. Catch by Run. Throw to the inside. Carballo got assessed on it again. He goes crashing into that side wall. Point for Run there in the orange shirt. I'll give Run 3 points in this 6-point set. Run serves to Carballo. Backhand by Carballo. Catch by Run. The 2-all by Run opens up and scores. When I say opens up, it means it cuts out. And that's exactly what you want that to do. Cuts out close to the front wall. Beautifully thrown by Run.
And Run just doing a whole bunch of different stuff, methodically taking down Carballo here. 4 points for him. Showing you everything in his arsenal there. Pretty impressive.
Carballo right off the serve, winding it up. That does not open up. Good catch by Run, looking to put it just past the left side of Carballo. Really well lined up and thrown by Run from the forehand. That gives him 5 points and a possible set point for Run. Carballo receives with 2. Possible first set here for Run. In and out of assess of the ball goes. Point, and our first set awarded to Run there in the orange shirt. So, when you look at Jai-Alai H2H, traditional Jai-Alai, whatever Jai-Alai you're looking at, why is it that a player walks out one game and he dominates like Carballo did, and then all of a sudden he didn't look like he had it together, and it's in the same day? That is one thing very unique to Jai-Alai.
Right.
That is absolutely one thing unique to Jai-Alai.
And so hopefully Carballo here, he's got 2 more sets, at least 1 more, to get it back. But a guy that responds usually when the chips are down here, and he likes to play with a bit of pressure as well. He likes the moment, and this is a tough spot for him. He's down 1 set, looking to avoid dropping to 0-2 to begin his head-to-head. So a lot of things at stake here. Carballo likes that. Got to venture to guess he's going to put together a little better performance here. Well, we'll see here. He'll have the serve, control the serve there, so maybe mentally that'll get you going in a little more positive direction to begin this second set. Took his time, so I've walked around back here.
Once again, best of 3 sets. Carballo will serve. Run did pick up that first set. Let's see what Carballo does here. Nice hard serve to start things off, and that will score. Looked like he took a lesson from Julian in that earlier game. Nice hard landing in and scoring. Carballo gets the first point. Excellent catch by Run. 2-all by Run, and that one-handed return, no helmet, don't care. No shirt, no helmet, no service. He lost that point. Excellent effort, though. Point goes to Run in the green shirt. Get that helmet put back on, and continue the game. Tied up at 1 apiece here in our second set. Carballo with the 2-all, scooped up by Run. Run blasts it, scooped up by Carballo. Backhand to the outside. Run, excellent rebote. It's a 2-all. Carballo on the run has it, returns it from the forehand, hard to the inside where it scores. Well thrown by Carballo. Point for the yellow shirt, 2-1 in favor of Carballo, who will serve. First serve is an underserve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That fell short. Second serve here for Carballo. Ron on the backhand. 2-all. Scooped up.
Again.
Thrown back. Carballo's laying on the ground.
Oh,
Wow.
too
A drop shot would have worked perfect. But no, we went to the outside to throw it right back at him when he's running inside. I know what Ron was thinking, but wound up throwing it off the court. Loss of point. Carballo was nowhere on the court. You could have thrown it anywhere and beaten him, but we move on. Carballo has 3 points to Ron's 1.
Talk about sometimes doing maybe too much in these head-to-head matches. That was an example, Ron, as you're saying. Put it in. Just on the inside would have scored.
Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. Here's our second serve for Carballo. Backhand by Ron. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Catch by Ron. 2-all. Missed. Point for Ron there in the orange shirt. Ron has 2 points. He serves to Carballo. Once again, Ron did take the first set. So this is the second set played to 6. Best of 3 sets wins the match. Backhand by Carballo. Rebote a forehand. Great catch by Ron. The 2-all caught in the air easily by Carballo. Carballo blasts it back, caught nicely. And he went to the well one too many times with that really fancy 2-all. Didn't work. Hit the pad. The pad is bad. Carballo serves.
And something with Ron is level of fatigue here. We've seen that with him in one-on-one formats before, and you start to see him throw those type of shots that are the cutesy type shots too. And I think that's sort of a sign that perhaps that fatigue is starting to catch up to him.
Cutesy serve. Yes, he was tired. There's the serve by Carballo. Ron with a fine catch. Nice backhand. Catch by Ron. Ron faked the 2-all, put it inside. Carballo
there.
Comes up with a great catch. Ron midcourt. At 2-all attempt, caught the top of the pad. Other than that, a really good effort there by Ron. Try to make that 2-all. Point goes to Carballo. Possible set point here for Carballo. He has 5 points. Again, Ron did take the first set. Carballo wins this. We will go to a third set. What a catch by Ron. Beautiful catch by Ron. Carballo to the inside. Ron's there. Hard throw by Ron. Carballo on the move. Scoop by Ron. Low and hard. Scoop by Carballo. To the inside. Ball tipped. That is point and set to Carballo. We are tied up at 1 set apiece. We will go to the third and decisive set in this match. And we'll begin it in just 1 minute. Just a 1 minute? Just a minute.
And so, yeah, you look there, and you can just see the way that Ron walked off the court. A little slower than Carballo. And you talk about momentum shifting. Ron dominates that first one. A couple of mistakes by Carballo, comes out in the next game and comes out totally flat. And some mistakes that we don't see Ron make, and maybe that's has something to do with the fact that he is tired. But nonetheless, here it goes to a third set.
We did see a couple of fancy cutesy things.
Right.
And look, if they score, that's fine. It's up to the player. The players are the ones with the money on the line. The players are the ones with the money and the points
Sure,
on the line.
absolutely.
So that's up to them. But
But when you see a guy, I mean, for example, have him totally dead, pretty much tangled in the screen, sometimes you just need to play the simple shot and just throw it to the inside there. That would have completely changed the momentum of that game, and maybe the reason why we are in this third set. But we're here. We got one more up to 6, and Carballo, as we said, doesn't want to drop to 0-2, so you got to venture to guess that he's playing with a little fire under his feet. Ron wants to go to 2-0 and be the alpha in this division. We'll see who doesn't.
There's a serve by Ron. Carballo to the inside. Ron going for the scoop. Just missed it. First point of this third and decisive set will go to Carballo. And yes, the judge will capably tie his shoe because he's got a cesta on that hand. And to take off the cesta and tie the shoe and put the cesta back on adds just a little bit more time than we're used to. Ron seems happy with the tying of that shoe, so we'll continue. Carballo with the first point of the third set. Excellent catch by Ron. Nice backhand. Rebote left side to the inside. Catch by Ron. Catch by Carballo. Ron, Rebote to the inside. Carballo picks it up. There's the backhand caught by Ron. He winds it up. Back to the inside he goes. Carballo trying to chase it down again with that back into the sidewall that cannot feel good for the wall or his back. Ron gets the point in the orange shirt. Tied up at 1 apiece. Here in this third set. Carballo on the backhand from the 12 line. Caught in the air by Ron. 2-0 by Ron. Carballo catches it. Rifles it back. What a great effort by Ron to try to make a save. Never say die. That is Ron. But that ball hit the overhead screen, is out of play. Carballo gets the point. Carballo has 2 points to Ron's 1 in this third and final set.
Yeah, I think if you're Ron, you kind of got to start to mix in some more shots here. I mean, you can tell Carballo clearly fresher. Looks like he's got a little pep in his step, bouncing the ball a couple times, walking around, and you see Ron on the return back on this wall, just trying to get any moment of rest he can.
Real hard first serve there by Carballo. Rebote forehand. 2-all. Does not open up. Ron, difficult. Rebote save on the forehand. Carballo has it. Puts it back inside. Ron's there. Ron to the inside. Carballo's there with a phenomenal catch. Here is Ron winding up. Back to the inside. He said, here, do it again. Carballo not able to that time. Point goes to Ron there in the orange shirt. It's tied up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, as we cross the 12 noon hour here, Stu, we're going with this one. 2-2. Ron now with the serve, and you see here, every time, he's a gamer. Gamesmanship, tie the cesta, give yourself a couple extra seconds here, get a couple more deep breaths. Don't blame him at this juncture of the game.
Well, because Carballo's kind of like the toddler, he's not the youngest guy, but he's always running around and always moving, and
sure.
So,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he'll wear you down.
Interesting matchup here, but two great players, different in their own right. 2-2 in this third set.
Nice backhand by Carballo. Beautiful forehand by Ron. Ron, great catch. There's the backhand. Rebote comes out. Carballo with a 2-all that lands in to score. Point for Carballo in the yellow shirt. 3-2 in favor of Carballo. Carballo serves. What a catch by Ronron. Ronron with another spectacular catch. Hard to pull that ball from the side wall. Carballo not making any mistakes at that side wall on the return. Point for Ronron. Tied up at 3-3 here in this third set. Ronron serves to Carballo. Ronron on the catch. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Catch by Ronron. Ronron sends it back. Carballo on the forehand. Ronron scoops it up. Long 2-all beautifully executed by Ronron to score. Technically a perfect throw there by Ronron. Well timed. He gets the point that gives him 4 points to Carballo's 3 in this 6-point set. Great catch by Ronron. Backhand from the 9 line. Rebote 2-all opens up and scores for Carballo. Beautifully scored. Point for the yellow shirt, Carballo.
These guys are just trading winners. This has been a great game here. Couldn't have asked for a better start to this head-to-head and a final match to close it out. 4-4.
Playing, of course,
now it's just
6 points.
Sorry, Stu, just to set up to 2 points. First one to get to 6 there will take not only this set, but the match.
Absolutely. Carballo is showing a high degree of concentration. Ronron obviously doing the same. At first serve is an underserve. The ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. Second serve coming up. Second serve must land in that service box. Underserve. Double fault for loss of point. Point goes to Ronron. That gives him 5 points and a possible match point for Ronron on this serve. Carballo receives. Catch by Ronron. Hard throw to the inside. Carballo makes the catch. And a 2-all attempt into the pad. Point, set, and match. And a well-fought match for Ronron. Well played by both players.
Awesome match to close it out here. Two guys that showed you everything that they had. Full highlight arsenal. Just trading shots in that final set there. I mean, midway through, Ronron 2-all, Carballo comes right back. If anything you can do, I can do better. And overall, that play was just phenomenal. I think a huge success day one of this head-to-head.
I don't think there's any better way to finish off Jai-Alai head-to-head here at Magic City to start things off. So, the play was great. Sets were great. Finals great. Happy with everything we saw. Had so much fun. Let's say we come back and do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be right here, guys. And new group of 6 players will be here tomorrow for head-to-head. So you're gonna see Jeden, Ben, Anderluck, Bueno, Kubala, and Benny. So that's gonna be the group of 6 players for tomorrow. That's gonna be group number 2, if you will. And then there's gonna be a third group of players that will be playing next Monday. And we'll get in more to that, of course, obviously tomorrow and in our regular pari-mutuel schedule, because there's some regular highlight that's coming up here at 1 p.m.
So we're very glad that you chose to join us for this very first head-to-head Jai-Alai head-to-head, H2H, however you want to call it.
Whatever.
We'll be back Mondays and Tuesdays now through April. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a good day, everyone.